I do see that as a big opportunity area for Guam companies. Uh, the internal corporate training programs, if you will, on Guam. Um, a lot of times it seems like many of the companies believe, hey, we're too overwhelmed. We're working too hard. We have too few resources in order to expend it with this training stuff. I've got operations that I need to do. So I don't have time for training. And I feel like that's a short-sighted way to look at your business. You've got to have a steady training and development program. And I love your approach or thoughts on it because people like you with the Trades Academy can come in and partner with those companies to help them do their internal training program to make it something that's meaningful and beneficial to them.
But one of the problems, and it's not necessarily a problem, but one of the issues that contractors are having to deal with is training is not one of their core competencies. Okay.
Yeah.
And in management, manager's job is to get things done. And if it's not something that you're comfortable with, or it's not your core competency, you source it. Find somebody that will do it for you. Okay. And here we're offering that. We can help train individuals at a nominal cost to make a difference. You also have to train not only your technical workers, but your management staff. If you manage somebody as if
Exactly.
they're unskilled and they're skilled, you will lose them. And so that's
I want to say hallelujah, brother, because you are preaching the word today.
but so you're looking at, so what's it going to take, like, for the construction industry? What's it going to take for contractors to want to train their workers? And they spend a whole lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of resources on safety issues because there's safety
Yes.
awards out there, and those awards can earn them points toward um, getting contracts.
Yes.
And so my suggestion has been out there, why don't we do the same thing for training awards for businesses that train their employees and give them awards for that. And when you put something out for bid, give them preference points for having a training award. And all of a sudden, contractors are going to be focusing because they focus on the specifications of the bids and their contracts. They do
Yes.
no more, no less. So let's put it into the specs that you train your
Yes.
employees. And it's not, don't put a nominal 10% or 15% of your workforce has to be trained. No, because you're going to do that for the duration of the contract. And when it's over, you're going to stop doing it. But what you want to do is
Yes.
systemically put it into the organization to train your people so that you can get bids and so that you can not survive, but you can compete.
Yes. I really, really agree with you, strongly agree with you on all of that. Feel like company really has to take time to deliberately invest in training and development of the workforce, safety, quality, and process improvement. All of those things are difference makers, and it builds a culture in an organization that makes that organization, high performing, high class kind of entity, and that's the difference maker. Those who have deliberate plans to invest in those things so that they get a return on that investment.
And even the best plans are going to go south. Okay.
Yes,
What you need is resourcefulness. When things aren't going right, what can you do? What you've got. And yes, you may be overwhelmed with the work. You may not have enough employees. You may not have this, and this. But unless you do something about it to correct for that, your job is not to fight fires. Management's job is to prevent the fires from happening to begin with.
exactly. And that's why you have to invest in these kind of deliberate training and development programs, these deliberate quality and safety programs, these deliberate process improvement programs, because that's your job as management. You're not going to get any other new people. You're not going to be able to invest in some kind of silver bullet piece of technology or equipment or more people or more equipment. You've got to figure out how to get the most out of what you've got right now. And if you don't have a plan to do that, then you're going to constantly just be spinning your wheels. And it's not going to be good for you as the manager. And it's certainly not going to be good for your employees. Those are the things that run people off.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah,
when you evaluate an organization, where's the line forming? Like a food court, is it forming to get in or is it forming to get out? If the line is forming for people to leave you, you've got some serious issues.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, that's all great information. And